Welcome back to the Workbench, where uncut, we try to make things. And what we're trying to make right now is Revell's 1971 Mach 1 Mustang. This is for the Blue Ox Model Shop's Street Machine group build. And just a quick update, we basically are just kit bashing a motor from a different kit, a Roush motor, into the chassis, along with some other parts, which we're going to actually look at here in just a little bit. I'm excited. I got stuff in the mail today, but we'll look at that in a little bit. We've basically got the interior, and we've started working on the chassis. We're waiting on those parts that came in the mail today. So what we actually started working on, or what we were working on in between episodes, was painting the body. And what I ended up doing was painting the black on the rocker panels here. So originally, I saw the decal sheet. I wanted to do the red and black, kind of like the box top. I like the way that looked. And originally, I saw the decal sheet. I'm like, oh, okay, we have black decals to put on the rocker panels. And then yesterday, when we went to actually go put the decals on, I'd painted the body red, done all that, and went to put the decals on. I realized, well, you don't have to use the black decal. We could actually use just the silver decals here. I thought this, I don't know what I was thinking. Let's be real honest. I like the warning up front says, I'm an idiot. I had no idea what I was doing. So we don't have to use the black. I can just use these smaller decals here for the, for the accents, the little, I don't even know what you call these, little side moldings. There we go. The side moldings on the car. So I went ahead and painted the black, because again, I have to put, there's gonna be black piece back here, there's a black piece up front. This will make sure it all matches. So I got that done in between episodes. I gave it a light sanding with some 2000 grit, just like we did this red. Now we're good to actually, well, now put on the decals, do what we were planning on doing yesterday. But before we do that, there's a little bit more to the bench update today. Let me move the body back over here real quick, because I got some parts in the mail, which this is what we've been waiting on for, so we can move forward with both the interior and the chassis. So let me go ahead and pull these out real quick and we take a look at them. So, let me get this out too. This is the belt for the pulley. So I ordered up a pulley system because let me remind everybody what was going on here, or if you're new, give you the update. So we needed a pulley set up for the front of this motor because we put a different alternator in. And so the old pulley and belt system, that all-in-one kind of piece that came with this motor obviously doesn't fit anymore, but the alternator that came with this looked awful. So I actually pulled the alternator off of the Ford kit that we're building, and you're using it anyways. So I had to get a new pulley set up. So here's the pulleys that we can just put on there, anywhere we want, and then the belt that we can use. So that's going to be awesome. We'll be able to get the motor done, which also allows us to finalize its positioning and make sure that it's going to fit with clearance up front, which I think I already know we're going to be good. But what's even more important is we actually got in the little motor mounts. So I had to clip the motor mounts out of this chassis. They were here. See if you can make sure and show you. They were here. Had to clip those out. And I keep forgetting to mention too, we had to cut this back brace out too, which, where is it at? I think it's right over here. We're gonna actually end up having to move back because our whole motor sits a little further back than the original motor for this kit. But that'll just go back in. But now we have motor mounts for up front that we can mount the motor in, because if you remember right, just to kind of back up and re-explain, the motor and motor mounts have to go in with the front cross member in, get that mounted up, pull the front cross member back out, put the headers in, glue those in, get those set, and then put the front cross member back in. That's how we're going to have to put this together to get it to all fit in there. This motor, even though they're both Ford small blocks, both the motor that came with this kit and this motor, but things just sit wider, especially the transmission on this one. This one has full-length headers that I want to use. What came with this were just exhaust manifolds, so they sit wider and they can't fit in. Going in from the top, they don't fit in between the shock towers. So that's why we have to go through that kind of order of putting things together to get it to work. And then the last thing I've got here also, we got our disc brakes in. So, and I love this, that we've got a disc and a rotor. This will make things a lot easier to paint up You can paint them up separately. And we got these because we're going to be using a different set of wheels. This is actually from a Mercedes-Benz kit. And then, yeah, these are definitely, oh, that's perfect. They're going to fill up the wheel a lot better than the little, where's the ones that came with? Here's the, these are actually the, wait, where'd it go? If I can grab it. These are the brakes that came with the kit that we're pulling the motor from, which, oh my goodness, you can see just how much smaller and sillier they look. And so I really wanted to fill up the wheel. Are these two different sizes, or are they all four the same size rotor? I don't even know. Yeah, I think they're all the same size, right? Yeah, all the same size caliper. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, usually you'd have a bigger set up front and smaller in the back, but that's fine. We'll do it, you know, this will work. And it really, they do fill up the wheel nicely, which will be good. And we needed these because now we're going to be able to set how we want these to go on the front end here, which what's going to end up happening is I think I'm going to clip that, the little peg here. I'm going to cut down. Yeah, I'll probably just cut down. Now that I have it, I can kind of take a look. I'll probably cut it down because this is actually not going to sit here. And I don't know exactly where, but it's probably going to sit more up here because we want to get those wheels tucked up in their wheel wells, or the tires, more the tire tucked up in the wheel well. So it's probably going to sit more right there. And I can attach this to, so I'll probably cut a lot of the top off of that. I don't know, but now that I have the, in fact, will this fit? Now that we have these here, let's take a look. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to cut down some of the backside, as you can see, just so the caliper will fit in. When I say cut down, I'm just going to kind of grind and sand it down, this circle disc part here. And then set where we want, how we want that to set. Anyways, and we need to do that because we've got, anyways, it was a whole, we've got to get that done before we put this in, because then we got to get the wheels in, all that. You know how it works. And then also, I guess I ordered up some battery decals. I know I was looking at them. I guess I went ahead and ordered them. I don't remember. But so I got some battery decals here also. All right, so I'm excited. Now we can really start moving forward with the backbones of the car. I mean, it's fun to work on the body, and that's, you know, it's basically at the end of the day, that's what everybody notices, the paint job on the body and blah, blah, blah. But you got to have that good structure to the car, if that makes sense, at least in my opinion. You got to have, you know, a good chassis and everything set right and all that kind of, that's usually the behind the scenes kind of stuff, right? But I can get back to work on that now that I have all those parts. And I have other parts, more parts coming also. They'll be here at some point. So we'll be able to keep just rolling forward. But now let's get to work. Let's get to work here and actually get, I think we'll start just putting in some decals. Where's my scissors? I'm gonna cut, how am I gonna do this? I think I'm just gonna cut these out of the center here. And then I gotta figure out which one goes on which side. I don't know. We'll find out here in a second. So all I need is these guys here. I'm assuming it goes, if we look at these decals, you can see it's silver with black underneath. I'm assuming the black goes towards, would go towards the bottom, which that's gonna just mingle in with my black here. That's shaped like that. Wait, no, maybe not. Actually, it's gonna have to go, yeah, it's gonna have to go, this is 68 and 69 go in the back. Yeah, so actually no, I'm wrong. The black goes on top. Because you can see the cut, the angle of this rear decal, that's the this is the fender well side. So that goes to the front like that, which means the black's gonna go up top. So this one went up top, okay. All right, that's fine. How do I wanna do this? Let me go ahead and cut these off of here. And then I guess I'll just do one at a time. It's probably the better idea. Let me cut this in half. And I guess really going to be the key to a long decal like this is just making sure it lays down nice and straight, I guess would be kind of the game plan. This is the one that was, let me double check how that's going to, yeah, I mean, it's just square, right? They're almost the same decal. Yeah, I think this is right. Got me a little thing of water here. go ahead and drop you in. Move that to the side. Yeah, I'm gonna try to decal up one side with you guys, just so we can get a look at what it's, how it's gonna look. I don't want to, in fact, where's the other? I need, that one's gonna be for this side. I'm not going to bore you with doing the whole body, the decals on the whole body, but we do have to get these on. By the way, I do want to get these on because the next step is to clear this, and I want to clear over the decals. I did, like I said, mentioned I think last week, I might not have mentioned it today, is I just took the sheen or the shine or the gloss off of both the black and the red. This red actually already has a coat of clear on it because I didn't think I would be painting black. It already has a coat of clear, and then I took the sheen off of that because I want to give some bite for these decals to kind of stick to, and then we'll clear over top of them. But let's see how this is. So it's going to go this way, and I think the best way, yeah, it's sliding. The best way to do it maybe is to pull just a little bit off the end there, and then set it kind of right above the body line. So I've just taped right on that body line. That didn't make it straight, but we'll see what we can do here. I think I'm just gonna go, should I split the difference, I guess? I think I'm gonna go right through the middle. Yeah, and just kind of split it. I think I have, here it is. That looks, I just want to make sure it's straight. I think that's really the most important thing. Obviously, it's very important that it's very important that we don't have black showing on the top, but there actually is black showing on the top, and we're a little too far back. I think that's is that pretty good? Oh, can you guys even see what I'm doing? I completely have it off screen. I think so. It's literally just following the body line, which, interestingly, the body line this is where the body line is, and there's more up front than there is in the back. Like, it kind of angles back, and then it shoots back up in the back there. Let me go ahead and get this guy in the water so we have that going. Okay, and then as usual, I should say, I usually, I overhandle it. Things will be just nice, and then I goof it up by, I gotta make it just a little bit more perfect, and then it gets goofed. That's just standard. But I think that looks, I just feel like, is it dipping in the middle? Is it me? There, I think that looks, I don't know. I could probably look at it all day long and think there's a dip or a wave or something in it. Hopefully you guys can see that. And I think that's about right. I think that's going to look good. All right, let's see if we can do this one. I'm just going to do exactly the same way. I'm going to pull a little bit off the end there, and then kind of just snag it like so. And then get the number 68 off my thumb. Okay, I don't want that. Get off me. I don't want that on the car. All right, there we go. And then, get the hair out of there. Let me make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. So that laid pretty close to where I wanted, I think. And yeah, you can see that angled cut lines right up with the fender well. That actually laid down pretty well. Right there. Nice. Oh, again, you probably can't even see. There we go. Nice. I think that looks pretty good. Now, there's not much more that goes on here besides the Mach 1. What is the actual number on that? 42? Make sure I put the right one in. Yeah, this is, okay. So they are, for whatever reason, they're numbered differently. So this is 42. There's a 42 and a 43. I guess there is a left and a right, maybe. They look exactly like the same sticker, or same decal. Here we go. All right, so let's get that in the water. And then we'll get that on. And the only other things that go, just kind of looking at, over here, I'm looking at the little sticker sheet thing that we've got The Mach 1, we've got side markers that we actually have decals for, so we don't have to paint those, which is kind of nice. We've got the black stripe that goes back here. Yeah, and there's a little Mach 1 that goes on the trunk lid here, but there's also a black stripe that runs all the way across. As far as the body is concerned, that is it. Yeah, we've got the the little Mustang decals and stuff. Yeah, nothing. The Mustang decal goes on the grill. There's nothing on the hood. By the way, the hood is painted. I have it here. We wanted to put it in place. It's painted and lightly sanded also, so it's ready for clear. There's a front bumper, and then the mirrors that have to be painted body color. Then there's the front lower valance, and then the rear kind of roll pan or whatever you want to call it. Those have to be painted black, and then a grill, of course. That's about it as far as there's that number 68 again. It's stuck. You see the number 68 stuck to my thumb. Let's go ahead now. Here's the fun part. Let's get this one on without goofing up our stripe. There we go. And it basically just sits obviously parallel with our stripe right here on the fender. Let me get it straightened up. Again, I think what's most important there is that it's square with the little, what do we call these, side molding? The side molding we just put on. I think that's probably got it like so. Yeah. So I think that's gonna look, it's gonna look okay. Let me see if I can just micro movement here. Yeah, just a little bit. I'll mess with it for hours thinking it's just, the thousandth of a mil off. I think that's good though. I think that's right. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna let that dry, cure up, whatever the right word is. I'm gonna finish this up in between episodes. So next time on the bench when we get together, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the side markers. I'll do the back. I'll do the little Mach 1 there. I'll do this other side. We'll get it all ready. I'll have it all ready for clear. I think I'm going to try to go ahead and paint those pieces I was talking about to make sure and get the body color done. So we'll have that ready for next time. We've got this stuff's all going to end up semi-gloss black. And then I left this to the end, so hopefully nobody sees it, because nobody actually watches this far, so nobody's going to see it. I said I was going to tape everything up because I wanted to keep the red on the inside, because, there probably is going to be red needed on the inside at the end of the day. Yeah, well, that didn't work out. There's overspray all over the inside. I thought I had it taped. I thought I didn't go and I didn't tape it enough. I didn't put enough tape on there, and then here we are. But that can all be fixed. It's not a big deal. The outside looks good. These lines are crisp. I was very happy with how all that turned out. But anyways, let me know what you think about the paint so far. Do you like the decals? I feel like this has moved, but it probably hasn't. It's just me. Do you like how it's looking? Do you like the red and black, kind of the box top colors? Just let me know what you think down in the comments down below, and hit that like button if you would. It really does help. Subscribe if you want to keep up with these builds. Ring the bell so you get notified. Do all those things, that you do on YouTube. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Here we go. This night, you gotta find